Okay, in this demonstration we're going to look at a few of the tools that come with Student Organizer. First of all, here we've got a Scratchpad, and this is basically just another place to take notes, just small, quick notes that maybe don't necessarily even apply to school, just things you want to remember. Very simply, just create a new note, just one field. Okay, you create a note. Okay, all your notes will appear over here. Uh, you can record audio or put in written notes. Okay. Um, this works very similar to the lecture recorder, just less controls. Just record, play, pause, stop. It otherwise it works the same way. It doesn't highlight anything over here. The written and audio notes are completely separate. Uh, you don't have to do both. You know, I mean, a note can be just audio or just text or both. The one difference here is this overwrite mode with the lecture recorder. It automatically appends a new recording onto the end of the first one. Whereas here you've got an option. You can just select new, and if you re-record over this now, it'll replace the original recording. Just record over it. Okay, so that's all there is to that. Just quick, simple place to put other notes that don't belong anywhere else. And there's also a tool button here for it too on the toolbar. Now next we've got glossaries. You can create glossary lists. Just to create a new one. I'm just going to put one in quick. We'll call it numbers. The subject and topic are optional. And I'm just going to put some quick numbers in here. You put in your term and your definition, then go to save entry. See, and it'll add it down here, and then this will be selected again for the next one. Okay, and you just keep going like that. And I'm putting in 5 of these. And I'll show you why here in just a minute. Let me throw these in here quick. Okay, and once you get all these in here, you just click OK. And it's a little hard to see here, but the term will be bold with the definition underneath it. And you can create quizzes and export these to the flashcards. If you want, you can use this just to create quizzes for yourself. If you go to quiz, the reason I put in 5 items was to be used for a quiz, the glossary has to have at least 5 items minimum. But you just select the glossary you want to use, and only glossaries with at least 5 items will appear in this list. And it'll list the definition here and give you a choice of 4 terms to choose from for the multiple choice. And you just click Start Quiz. See, it'll give you the definition here, and then you just once you select an answer, it'll automatically go on to the next one. The correct answer will appear in random position down here. They're not always going to be the same. They'll keep the score for you up here. You don't have to put in the wrong answer. Okay. There's the multiple choice, and you can skip questions. Show the answer if you want to see it. There's also an enter answer option, and with this it will show the definition up here, but you've got to type in the term. So if we start it, it'll give you 5. You have to manually enter the correct answer. Okay, you can make that case sensitive. You can have it show you the correct answer if you put the wrong answer in. Okay, so you can use your glossaries for quizzes, or you can make up a glossary list just for the purpose of using it as a quiz, if you like. Once you get more than one of these in here, you can combine them and merge them. Combining is just a temporary combining of one or more or two or more glossaries, just to be able to print them off or study them here or use them for a quiz. You can also export to flashcards. It'll create a flashcard deck for you with the term on the front and the definition on the back. Okay, and merging, that creates a permanent new glossary. So, like if you've had one for the first half of a class up to through the midterm, and then another one for the second half, and you want to merge them together, make one glossary to study for the final, you can do that, and it gives you the option of keeping the original glossaries after the merge, or you can delete them if you want. Okay, so you can print this. Okay, again, the subject and topic are optional. If you do enter new subjects and topics, anything you have entered in the past will appear right here, so you can select it again, or you can always just enter in a new one. Okay, and anything that you've entered will appear in these lists. Okay. All right, so that's the glossary. Now let's take a look at the memorizer. This is kind of cool. With this, it helps you to memorize text. You can import study notes or lecture notes. Okay, like here we can take our chapter 4 that we put in. Okay, this has the Edgar Allan Poe in here. You can clear it, and you can import text from another file someplace else on your computer if you want, or you can just copy and paste directly into here. That's what I just did. And once you get your text in here, see this says show all, that's showing all. Let's take a first letter, for example. It keeps the first letter of each word and replaces all the rest of them with blanks. See? So it helps you see how many letters should be there. And it just gives you like a little cheat sheet for memorizing things. You can go the first 2 letters of each word. You can go the first and last letters of each word. Or you can just go to single letter with no blanks at all. See, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Okay. Or if you really get ambitious, you can go with all blanks. And now that will only affect words of more than 3 letters. 1, 2, and 3 letter words aren't changed. Okay. So that's handy. And then if you, while you're studying, if you need to take a quick peek at a line, just put your cursor anywhere on the line or at the end of it and click and hold down the left mouse button, and it'll show you that line. So you can take a quick look and then let it go again. Okay. So yeah, so that's the memorizer. It's kind of handy, kind of cool. So okay. Let's see what else we got up here. We've got a conversion calculator. Okay, for the conversion calculator, you got a number of different value types here. This is constantly being added to. Future versions will have more items in here, but you just once you select one of those, all of the units available will be in here, and you just put a value up here, say 10, and go from 10 centimeters to what do you want to go to? It's inch, and it'll show up right down here. Whenever you change any of these 3, once all 3 of these are set, it'll automatically give you the conversion. You can round the result if you like. Okay. You can show the results in scientific notation. Okay. And then there's copy result and copy value. A copy result will copy this entire line. Okay. Copy value will only copy that, just the number itself. Okay, so that's about it for the conversion calculator. Then we've got the formula calculator. This might look a little scary at first, but it's really not. You can enter formulas in here with variables, and when you run it, it will go through and ask you for a value for each variable, and then it'll solve the equation for you. You can say like 2a implied multiplication is recognized. Okay, 3b. Okay. When you run it, it asks for a value for a. Say 2, enter, ask for a value for b, enter. And once all the variables have been entered, it'll calculate it for you. It's got all the standard stuff over here. You can do summation. And this plus minus here, that's for like in the quadratic formula. There's some formulas. You can save formulas. Once you get them put in here, you can save them and put them in different groups. Under the algebra, the quadratic formula comes with it. It's already programmed into here for you. It's one of those where you got the plus minus in here, where you got to run the equation twice, substituting plus and minus. That's what this operator does. When the program encounters this, it'll run the equation twice, substituting plus the first time and minus the second time. Okay, so if we run this, we'll say a is 2 and b is 3, and we'll say c is negative 4. You see, it ran it twice for us. And you can set it to continuous, and then it'll just keep. As soon as it gives you an answer, it'll prompt you for the first variable again and just keep looping. Again, you can show the results in scientific notation. You can round them. This calculator, it's like a calculator tape. You can save these. Save. Once you got them saved, you can load them. So if you save and then later reload a tape, it'll pick right back up where it left off on the bottom. And for your variables, you can use lowercase, uppercase, and Greek symbols. Okay. So, yeah. It's something to play with. Might come in handy if you're into something math intensive. Okay, then there's also there's a degree tracker. We haven't put a degree in, but you will look at that. There's nothing stored here yet, but you can add a degree. There's already one here. You can edit here or enter a new one. And you can select the degree type, the required credits. You can set it as current degree. If you've only got one, it'll be set as the current degree automatically. But let's say you've completed your bachelor's and now you're putting in another degree, you're going for your master's, and you want that to load up automatically when you start this one. Whatever's set as the current degree, that's the one that'll be loaded when this form loads. Okay, so, and then you can put in all your classes that you need. You work it out for each year, each semester, what you're going to take, and it'll keep track of your progress down here. Keep track of your progress toward your degree. It'll show you the degree credits completed and remaining, and the percent you've completed, and your GPA toward the degree total for all your classes. Okay, so that's that. Then there's a financial aid tracker. Here you can put in scholarships and loans. It'll keep track. Down here it'll show your repayment schedule, like if you started repaying it today, what the payments are going to be, total interest to date, and down at the bottom it'll show how much interest you're going to pay all total. Okay. You keep track of scholarships here, what you've applied for, the award status, everything. Okay, so alrighty. So that pretty much covers the tools. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to go through some of these utilities, and then I think that'll be it. So I'll see you there. Bye.